If almost every woman in your family struggles with marriage, there's high rate of divorce in your family, or women never get married, you may be carrying a story that you don't want to repeat. If you want to trash this, if you want to break this, you have to be sincere with yourself. My boss will always say one thing: anybody that wants equity, please come with clean hands. If you want to be sure that you have negative family marital pattern controlling your marriage, controlling your inability to get married, get a notebook and a pen and write your family story. Check your family history. Let me tell you what you will write if you get that notebook and your pen about your family history. You write the words you've been hearing, and the words you've been hearing is that all the women in this family suffer in marriage, women don't get married, men cannot be trusted, women don't stay in marriage never work for us, nobody in our family got married, people have kids outside wedlock. Check your family history, because if you want to break something, you have to go to the roots. Check your family history, get a notebook and a pen, write sincerely what you've observed. Now, the next thing you're going to do is get a notebook and a pen and still write your own story. What have you been telling yourself in your mind? Yes. When you dated Ken, what did you say? When you dated John, what did you say? When you dated Gideon, what did you say? When you dated Paul, what did you say? What were you saying? He doesn't like me, he doesn't care, he's not interested, he has started pulling back, he's cheating on me, he's saying these are what you were saying. That is your own story. And what has happened? It has created your reality. Your words, your thoughts, your action, they create your reality. So now, since you've acknowledged that you are at fault, your thoughts has been running the show, what are you going to do? Change the story. What kind of story will you be telling yourself? The positive story, the marriage story, the miracle story. So get a notebook and a pen. Whenever you hear yourself say marriage is hard, marriage does not work, whenever you hear yourself want to complain about marriage, replace it with this simple word: my family history is not my future. I am creating a new experience of marriage. Replace it with that word. My family history, my family marital history is not my future. I am creating a new experience. I'm creating a new story. I'm telling a new story. So now when you say that, what is the new story you're telling yourself? I'm blissfully married. Relationship works out. Dating app works for me. The men want to commit. I am attracting healthy relationship. I'm attracting healthy mindset. My mind is healthy. My mind is positive. That is your affirmation. For scripting, what do? That your notebook and your pen. You start writing, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm blissfully married. I'm so happy and grateful now that dating app works for me. I'm so happy and grateful now that I attract nice people. I attract people who want to commit. You're going to write the quality of the people you keep attracting. You keep talking about this quality and to become a reality. For visualization, what you're going to do is you're going to have mental movie. You're going to see yourself in a loving relationship. Create a short 5 minutes movie. Replay it in your mind over and over again. Close your eyes and see yourself and feel the feeling of how you will feel like if it were true. That is the secret. That is the prayer. That is how your prayers are being answered. When you feel excited, your prayers are answered. If you come out of a prayer feeling angry, feeling disappointed, you've not prayed. Then the next thing you're going to do is a prayer of faith. You can say words like, God, I release every belief, expectation, and fear about marriage that doesn't belong in the life I desire. I choose a new story for myself. Let my marriage be filled with love, peace, commitment, faithfulness, and understanding. Help me build a different family story. Amen. Keep repeating that story over and over again. That is the prayer of faith. When you keep doing all these 4 things I mentioned, do you know what happens? These things that I mentioned are in the 50, they are the positive, they are the 50. You keep dragging it down. Once it gets to your brain, it's closer to the earth. So the more you keep saying it, it leaves the fifth dimension and it comes to the third dimension, and it replaces your old thoughts and your negative thoughts, and the positive thoughts stays in your life and you start attracting positive lifestyle. So if you started doing this 4 methods and you say nothing has changed, it's because it is coming from here. It's still coming. It is like dirty water in a pipe. If you push clean water, all people will be seeing is the dirty water. But when you keep pushing clean water, after a while the dirty water will stop flowing and clean water will take over. So if you keep saying the positive and the new story, it will push this negative and old story out of the way, and soon the positive story takes over. That is it.